Thank you. A Fond du Lac man faces terrorist threat charges, accused of threatening to kill a high-ranking Wisconsin executive and their family. And our partner station, WISN in Milwaukee, reporting the threats were directed at Governor Tony Evers. According to the criminal complaint, 46-year-old Bradley Hartmann left multiple voicemails last Sunday full of threats and expletives. If convicted, Hartmann faces up to 11 and a half years in prison and tens of thousands of dollars worth of fines. The district attorney, Eric Toney, says threats like this are becoming too common.
We have seen some really horrible examples of political violence, and this isn't a Republican issue. It's not a Democrat issue. It's a societal issue that we can't accept as a new normal or be desensitized to.